Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Here today we are doing what if female deku had a ice quirk part 3. I don't want to say before we start, guys, for one, sorry for any background noise. It's probably either going to be my computer or my fan, as it is currently quite hot, as the UK is kind of going through a heat wave ish. It comes and goes, the heat, so yeah, so it's boiling hot in my bedroom. And also, well, one of you guys suggested the name, I believe you pronounce it as Yukine. If you don't pronounce it like that, then Yukine. I'll probably be saying Yukine. But yeah, you guys kind of decide, what way you want me to say it. Either you pronounce it the A, or you drop the A and put an E in. Well, yeah, E-N instead. So Yukine or Yukini. I'll probably be calling her Yukine. If I forget and call her Yukini, that's why. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into the recap, which will be a short but fast one. So yeah, in the last part we left off with them doing the with kind of all like their first hero class, which of course All Might wanted to do a fake heron versus villains scenario where the villains had a bomb and Yukine, or Icy as I call her, as that Icy is Bakugo will call her Icy, as that's just his nickname for her. And so yeah. Anyway, just wanted to say that. So yeah. And if you guys do like Icy, then I may make it a hero name. Because why not? She can go to she can eventually go to absolute zero. So she'd be quite cold, to say the least, when she's going that cold of a temperature, or aiming for that cold of a temperature. When she can do it, say the least. If she's got someone that she's like she has to kill, she'll freeze them instantly. With of course being absolute zero, and they'd be dead. They'd just be instantly dead, pretty much. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I kind of went off in a tangent. I forgot what I was now. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get in. Well, no. Yeah. And Yukine and I forgot her name. The girl with the float quirk. Her and Yukine, she ended up having. Well, those two were together with Bakugo, and I believe I either said Ida or her brother. I think I said her brother, mind you. Also, guys, if you haven't seen part 2, part 1, or part 0, there will be in the link in the description below, plus links to ones in the future. So if you're watching this from the future, hey, there's probably a link to part 4, part 5, depending on how far you are into the future. Like if you're say 2 weeks into the future, then there'll probably be a part 4 and possibly a part 5 in the description below by now. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, it depends on if you guys want me to continue it after like this kind of month is up. So once this month is up, you guys tell me, do you want me to continue this what if? And if so, then I will, and if not, I won't. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Also guys, tell me if you want me to make a hero name Icy. Yeah, besides that, let's continue with this. Yeah. So yeah, they would get back Oh yeah, shoot. No, I was doing the recap. Yeah, and that was roughly all that happened. Was that, well, she won, her and the girl with float quirk, they won by Yukine freezing the entire building almost instantly. Of course, keeping it, a relative, cold, but, not freezing cold. And of course, Bakugo knows if she really wanted to, she could have pretty much frozen it a lot colder, or made the building very much a lot colder. So, when he wakes up in the infirmary, he's like, dang it, should have known she would have done something like that. He ended up passing out from the cold. But yeah, he's just like, dang it, I didn't realise she would have done something like that. As even though he was off the ground, kind of hinting that, she may, do something to the ground, he kind of forgot that, of course, when she when she goes free something kit, she can drop the temperature of the air also inside, so the building dropped to, of course, -10. Well, yeah, -10, -15. So ice built up. Well, yeah, obviously she's got an ice quirk, so ice formed almost instantly. And, of course, the air dropped down to -10, and Bakugo all of a sudden got cold. He shut off his quirk, instantly. He's like, oh, I knew she'd do something like this, and then ice quickly formed up around him, knocking him out. Well, not all around him, but around his legs. Of course, getting him quite cold. He realised that, and time he realised, he ended up passing out from the cold. So yeah, yes. Well, I'm not really sure who Bakugo's partner was, so to say the least, Todoroki is kind of interested because he knows he doesn't know he's had a twin sister, but he feels something familiar with her and that quirk. Because his, he's half hot, half fire. Well, half hot, half hot, half cold, or half his body is fire, the other half is ice, where she is completely ice and can go eventually to absolute zero, or just where there's zero movement in an atom whatsoever. So yeah, anyway, yeah. And he's trying to think, who is she? She feels very familiar. Why does she feel so familiar? And yeah, of course, nobody knows. Well, the only one that knows her last name is Bakugo. I'd say Bakugo and the UA teachers. But besides from that, nobody else knows her last name. Nobody does, or a last name, her surname. Yeah, nobody knows it besides from Bakugo and the teachers, and obviously Palmam, Todoroki. So yeah, but yeah, of course, I do forget his name because I tend to call him Todoroki. I think a lot of people do, but yeah, his dad and his sisters don't know that they actually have a sister, of course. But Yukine does know that she's got 3 brothers and 1 sister. Yeah, of course, one that has gone missing. One mainly, the others are mainly, of course, and she knows her twin brother is the half hot, half cold person Todoroki. So yeah. And also, she really didn't, do an entrance exam as she was already guaranteed to go into UA. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, well, yeah, she of course stops by the infirmary and Bakugo is like, I should have realised you would have done something like that. I see you. I should have really known. He's just like, I forgot that. Of course, you can cool down the air whilst you, of course, produce ice. I forgot about that. And of course, the second I felt it was cold, I turned off my quirk, and that's when your quirk got me. And I ended up passing out from the cold. Just, dang it. It's so annoying. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. It's only a... it was only really just, a game I think more so also, just to see what, how we would utilise our quirk and that. And yeah, because to be honest, All Might never told us that we couldn't, stay outside the building. So yeah, and he's like, you've got me there. Yeah. So I don't know, you probably would have moaned at the villains, if yous went outside, because it doesn't really make sense, but, well, then again, who knows, we don't know. Nobody bothered to ask him that, so yeah. It's just like, well, I guess you're right there, I see. Anyway, why are you here? Shouldn't you be there watching? It's like, I'd rather, it's like, yeah, I guess I could, see how my brother does, but he's probably only gonna, well, no, so you'd say, I could see what my twin brother does, but he's probably just gonna do, well, because I'm not really sure, if her twin brother isn't with, part of Bakugo's team, then she's gonna avoid watching it, and if it ain't, then, well, no, if it is, if he was with Bakugo, because I can't really remember, then yeah, I will. Well, yeah, as I said, I can't really remember. I did watch it to catch up, and I surprisingly decided to skip that part. So, oh well, my bad, my fault. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. With everyone else, it's over and back, and the nurse saying, just stand back, to keep is that. Well, the only thing I've really got to tell you, Bakugo, is to keep warm, and well, that's about it. To try and keep warm to your best of abilities, and probably to not annoy young Yukine here, but otherwise, Bakugo's like, I know not to annoy her. That's the probably last thing I'd ever do, would be to annoy her. I would not want to die. Yeah. And yeah, I also can't remember if I gave her 1-4. I don't think I did. And I don't think nobody has it yet. Yeah. But yeah, and of course, All Might from seeing this as he would be, looking for success, and he was thinking, well, maybe someone from, the class 1A, my first, class, maybe one of them have got, some talent, and, he's like, that girl, that Yukine, she's got quite a talent. Yeah. Even though, he'd be, of course, saying this in his head, even though, she's a Todoroki, she shows almost zero kind of aspects of a Todoroki. Yeah, and of course she really didn't do any entrance exam or that, as, she was taught by some of the staff here, so, when she was little, so, yeah, they'd, let her come in anyway. So, yeah, and it's crazy how, ice, and that wasn't her coldest, It's just like, jeez. Like, I don't, it's like, she's just think if she also got one forward, how the ice be, he's thinking, like, well, I guess she'd be able to move a lot quicker, and yeah. So this is where you guys can tune in. Do you guys want her to have one for all, or well, yeah, do you guys want her to have one for all? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments down below. Do you guys want her to have one for all? Yes or no? Would it make her too overpowered because she will eventually learn how to do absolute zero? So it's like, do you want her to be able to, either kill someone in an instant punch or freeze someone with an, like, touch? So it's either you touch her and you're dead, or she punches you and you're dead. So yeah, it'd cover the both extremes, either by a little light touch to a massive hit. So yeah, tell me in the comments down below if you would like it to have one for. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it'd just be funny, seeing like a random guy, flying across, like running, at like 300-400 miles an hour, just running across. So like a villain places ice, behind her, even maybe delayed a bit because of how fast she's running. Anyway, let's kind of get on track. So yeah, and well, yeah, of course, well, yeah, of course, everyone meets up at the end, and they're like, well, they'll go, Yukine, do you have something with Bakugo? She's like, what do you mean? Like, are you interested in him? He's like, they'll look at each other. He's like, no, we're just good friends. Well, I won't say our parents know each other, but we've went to the same school as each other, so we're close friends, and plus we train, we train with one another. So yeah, and of course Todoroki's listening in as he wants to know more about her. And she's like, wow, if you're so interested to know more about me, Todoroki, how about you ask me a question? Instead of just, standing, far away, walking slowly behind us far away, and is dropping in. Rude much, but I guess that's to expect from a Todoroki, from, the Todoroki family, as he's like, I'm not like that. He's like, well, clearly you are, you're still behind us. He's dropping in. As he's, she's doing it to, Ryling, make him mad, as Bakugo knows what she's trying to do. And Bakugo knows, like, you're either going, if he uses his quirk, you're also going to get in trouble. It's like, yes, but nobody's going to get hurt, are they? It's like, maybe I may make my brother too cold and he'll freeze himself. But who knows? He probably is not going to use his fire side. But, oh well, whatever. I was back, it's like, what do you mean? Use his fire side. It's like, well, yeah, I've kind of, guessed that, he may rebel against Dad, and he won't use his fire side, so yeah. Yeah. And Todoroki just walks off. He's like, and he's like, and back he's like, wow, I see. Or he'll just walk off in anger because he knows he's weaker than you. As you just say that, oh, now you're done. As he turned around and go, I'm not weaker than her. As Yukine is just like, well, how do we know? I pretty much, froze you instantly. So it's like, clearly, it's like, well, I didn't know what your quirk was. It's like, well, nobody asked what my quirk was. The only person that knew what my quirk was Bakugo, and he forgot that I could cool down the air as I use my quirk. So yeah, if you're still, thinking you're high and mighty because you got a recommendation, well, I didn't even have a recommendation. I didn't even have to do an entrance exam. So let's just say I walked through the doors and they just went, hi. Hi there, Yukine. Nice to meet you. So you've chosen this school as your your hero school then. Well, that's just what just back is just like, geez, I don't think he's like, yeah, back is probably like, yeah, that's probably how it went when you turn up on the day. As did like day for the entrance exam. Yeah, because she still went to for the to see the people in the entrance exam, and plus Nezu would have liked her to be there just in case some type of fire broke out. Yeah, some type of serious fire broke out, so she could at least be there to freeze the ice, freeze the fire solid. Yeah, to not, oh yeah, just to show even though she's not recommended or anything like that, and she's the same age as she's very powerful because she trained her quirk. And of course Bakugo's quite powerful too because he's been sparring with Yukine. So yeah, anyway, yeah, and of course when Nezu can overhear you can understand what Yukine is trying to do, as knows Todoroki he doesn't use his fire side, and yeah, and because he doesn't use his fire side, yeah, and she's go, you're pretty much already much weaker than me because you don't use your fire side, and you rebelling against your father. So I guess really it'd just be a waste of time to battle you, because it'd just be a half battle, as it'd just be a walkover. I'd just instantly freeze the stadium, and yeah, everyone would get a cold, but hey, at least you'd be out of the running. Or I'll make an iceberg and freeze her inside of it, and then freeze the air inside of it, so then you end up either maybe not freezing to death, but at least until you get knocked out. Because one thing she can, besides of course making ice and that, she can also manipulate any really type of ice. So it's like, no matter if it's naturally formed or formed by her quirk or by anyone else's quirk, she can control it. So it's like if somebody does a wall, she can put her arm out and it will either stop or it will just make a tunnel. It will literally just do a literal tunnel for her. So even though it may go straight past her, she'll just put her hand out, walk forward, and it'll just be a tunnel there. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, of course she can't do that with fire, but yeah, she can do it with ice. Yeah, so you can manipulate ice and also snow, because snow is a form of ice and water. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, she's of course. She can it's interesting, to say the least. And Bakugo's just like, man, what's the point? He's, he's probably never going to use his fast side anyway, so what's the point of battling him? I see, you know, your time is wasted on him, you know. I think we should spar with him more. He's like, wow. She's like, I guess so. You give me a better fight anyway. As they walk off, and Tavares like, I'll get you back. You know, just you. I'll get you back. And in the tournament, I'll get you back. I'll show who's the most experienced, the strongest person. As they're just like, yeah, she's gonna show you who's the strongest one for sure. As like even Nezu's going to realise to not make her mad in any situation. Not unless, there's intruders in your aid and make her mad, and she's going to freeze the intruders solid. Well, not quite, but she will knock them out. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Of course, yeah, she gets home, and he's like, how's your day in school? He's like, it was okay. No, we had we had our first hero class, and All Might's our teacher. So, how did it go? It's like, it was okay. We did a hero versus villain type class, and it was me and a girl who could make stuff weightless. Just and I was our team was the heroes, and I was against Bakugo and my twin brother. She's like, oh, how did it go? I won. I pretty much froze the building, and Bakugo forgot that I could make the air cold. The air cold as I used my quirk, and he forgot, and as he went to kind of try and keep himself warm, he deactivated his quirk, and thus his body temperature fell, and he was unconscious from how cold it suddenly got. The sudden shock of how cold it was knocked him out. She's like, yeah, okay, well, that's one way to knock them out. It's like, yeah. Well, ready to go. It shows, just shows that, you're the better one. It's like, yeah, I'm trying, indicating to him that only using, half your quirk, 50% of your quirk isn't going to get you nowhere. And, well, I guess I kind of just got him riled up enough that he wants to fight me. But, yeah. Oh, well. If he does try and fight me, I'll just freeze him. Not solid, or at least freeze him solid until he passes out, then unfreeze him. But, yeah. And that's why I'm going to end this part, guys. So, if you have enjoyed this, if you enjoyed it so much and you want to see more to this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next part of video. Nope, that's incorrect. I'll see you guys in the next what if or video, depending on what I do. And hey, good. Bye.